everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabriel, and today we're going to do another divine feminine reading for this week. If you're finding this video outside of the week that it was uploaded, this is a timeless reading, so if you found it, there is a message for you. This also applies if you're a divine masculine and you're just looking for some insight into what's going on with your divine feminine, or if you're a divine feminine yourself and you're looking for some insights for your own journey. So I've already shuffled the cards and I just want to go ahead and dive in. We are pulling from the Angels of Abundance Oracle cards by Doreen and Grant Virtue. And we'll just get started. So the first card that comes up is cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete, as there's abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and others to share. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. And I feel like what's coming up here, Divine Feminines, is this week is big about learning and life purpose for the Divine Masculine. For the Divine Masculine reading that we did yesterday, it was a lot about expansiveness and purpose. And I think this is a continuation of that message, or that's what it feels like so far, is that, you're not competing with your divine masculine, and you're also not competing with anyone else for your life purpose. Like, only you can do what you can do. God created you to do a very specific thing, and only you can do it in that way. And so you never have to fight anyone for anything, even if you're with people in the same industry. Like, yeah, you're competing for clients, or you're competing for business or something like that, but actually that's just what it looks like on the surface, because God has actually created people who are specifically for you, who will like the thing that you're putting out there in the world. And they resonate with you more than they resonate with anyone else. And you'll be able to help them or communicate or sell your products or whatever it is that you like to do for your life purpose. Those people are also there to receive it. So you never have to worry that you won't be supported in your life purpose, or that you have to compete. And you're not, especially not competing with your twin flame. Even if it looks like it, you're actually complementary and you're meant to do things together. Whether that means you're doing the exact same thing and like you're partnering in a business, or if that just means that you are doing something that has a shared vision or purpose or common goal or something like that. There's something for you here, and you're not actually competing at all with your twin flame. And this can apply to love as well. You're not competing to win their love. You're already theirs. You're also not competing to be better than their third party. If you're in a situation like that, you're not competing for that, because your twin flame is already yours, so no one can take them. Even if it looks like on the outside someone else has got your man or your woman, you can't ever lose your twin flame, and they're only ever showing you something deeper to heal. All right, next card is successful funding. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into a reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. And this here, I feel like while this can be successful funding for what you maybe have on your heart, Divine Feminines, like if you are wanting to pursue some kind of educational experience, it feels like there's some kind of something that you have on your heart to do, and maybe that's not directly something that's a life purpose or funding, but something that you're being called to do, whether it's invest in Twin Flame Ascension School, or if it's investing in a business class, or if it's taking a trip with your twin flame, or whatever it is that you're being called to do. God supports you when you invest in yourself, and it's really important to do that. Sometimes you have to take the first step, because God is like, well, if you don't commit to yourself and you don't believe that you will be supported, that's all you're going to experience. But when you take that first step, God takes the rest of those steps to come meet you and will support you throughout your journey. So if you feel that call in your heart, know that God has provided a way to do that, even if it looks like financially it's not feasible. There's always a path for you, and there's a path for God to come through and deliver what you need. But sometimes you just have to take that first step and say, I'm going to support myself. Even if I don't know how that's going to happen at this moment, I'm just going to do the next step. All right, next card is detox your friendships. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be disconcerting about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Yeah, this applies not just like with your abundance flow, but your flow with love as well. If you're hanging out with people who are constantly being in that negative vibe, if they're always complaining or they're not treating you properly, or they're always like starting a fight or something like that. If you have people who aren't supporting you on your journey, or they're trying to dissuade you from being on your journey, it's appropriate to put boundaries there and really say, like, what type of relationships do I want? And you can choose to have divine relationships. Sometimes the most compassionate thing to do and the most self-respecting thing to do for yourself is to have those boundaries with people and say, I love you, but I can't have you in my life because we don't have the same goals here. We don't have the same, vision for life. We don't have, I'm not gonna let someone like drag me down, or I'm not gonna hang around people who don't believe in me or aren't loving me. It's really important to have those boundaries with people so that you don't find yourself falling into those traps, or falling into that negativity, because it does affect how you live in your own vibration. So it's important to respect your vibration and where you're at, and choose to honor that in your life. And if they choose love, you can honor that choice and continue that relationship. And if they aren't choosing love, then they'll probably be revealed to you as not really being a friendship at all. And those can dissolve peacefully, knowing that you want people in your life who love and support you, and not just people who are there to tear you down. All right, next card, Divine Feminines. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shifts have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude and ensure your flow of abundance continues. Yeah. Again, I feel like this can apply to your life purpose. Like if you're experiencing some blocks in your life purpose and you're trying to, you've been working on those, it sounds like you're moving through those blocks, and you're gonna, have some success here with the successful funding and all that, but you have to do the inner work. But what I'm also feeling here is this is with your twin flame too, is that as you diligently do the work, and you go in and you love yourself, use the mirror exercise, have a dedicated practice of really loving and cultivating peace within yourself. I mean, that's where your blocks are going to be lifted, Divine Feminine. That's where you're going to find that you are filled with the most joy and passion, and that your twin flame is going to be attracted to you, and those blocks will just lift. And sometimes it seems very magical. When you have a breakthrough with your twin flame like that, it can seem like, well, yesterday they were telling me they hate me, and now they love me, they've texted me, and they've shown up, and it can feel like, whoa, like that happened overnight, but it can happen that quick. It can be that quick. It can just be like a snap, because as soon as you heal the block, it's healed. As soon as you heal the block, it's healed, and not a second before. That's why you can't like look out and say like, oh, I healed a little bit. Is my twin flame like coming over now? Hey, is my twin flame coming over now? You can't do it that way. You have to just continue healing and healing and healing. And you'll occasionally get the breakthrough, or the little hint that things are going in the right direction. You'll get that little text or things like that. But really what you're after is to heal that block completely. And when you heal it at the core, your twin flame is there. He's there right away. There's lots of stories from Twin Flame Ascension School and people in the community who have done the work and who are in harmonious union with their twin flame. It's like as soon as they've surrendered, or as soon as they move through that big piece, that dark night of the soul, that cave of fear, the blocks and the block was just immediately lifted, and like the next day their twin flame reached out and then they were in harmonious union. So don't doubt that these types of things can happen seemingly overnight, because they absolutely can. It doesn't matter if your twin flame has said something crazy to you or they would never love you. The blocks can be lifted as you do the inner work. All right. And the last card. Oh, I love it. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive in God. There is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. Yeah, and this is also really important on the twin flame journey, is to not see your twin flame as your source of love. I think a lot of us fall into that trap. We think, oh, when I'm with my twin flame, I'll be happy. When I'm with my twin flame, I'll feel all this love, or I won't have love until I'm with my twin flame. And that's really making your twin flame your source. And that's why they run, actually. That's why you experience them running from you. It's because you're running from yourself. You're running from the source of love that is already within you. And when you just embrace that God is your source, both for your life purpose and for your journey, then that's what attracts your twin flame to you, because God will have no other choice but to come through your twin flame to be with you in the physical. And that's the love that you're actually seeking, is that love of God through your twin flame. But you already have access to it. And once you recognize that there is no separation between the love that you are seeking, like within yourself, and the love that you're actually seeking to come through your twin flame, you can go to that place within you for that love instead of trying to get it from your twin flame, because you're never going to get it that way. Because if you just make them your source, you're going to have a bad time. You're either going to have them running from you, or they're going to be angry and push you away and block you and all of these things. And it's a really bad experience, because like codependency is not what you want in your relationship. You want to be two free people who are in love with each other and want to be with each other because it feels good and because you desire to be together, not because you have to be or like you need something from that person. That energy is very different, and it really pushes your twin flame away. So when you focus within and you cultivate that relationship with God instead, you're cultivating that relationship with your twin flame as well, because that's what you are truly, truly seeking from being with your twin flame. All right, Divine Feminines, sounds like we're having a pretty successful week, and it's just a reminder that God is your source and that you need to make sure that you are detoxing any friendships, making sure you're focused on the positives in your life, and just keep doing that inner work. Beautiful reading. So thank you all for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you need support on your twin flame journey, or you would just like a personalized reading to know what's going on within your twin flame union, you can find my services at sacredtwinflameunion.com, and I will see you in the next video.